Okay, well, my name is Tengku Intan Baizuira Tengku Jamaluddin. You can call me Intan TJ. Intan actually means diamond in Bahasa Melayu. So actually, I had 3 HG pregnancies, and also my twin sister, she also had 6 HG pregnancies. Thank God, all of our babies are HG survivors. Okay, my first pregnancy, I had it in 2007 and I lost 7 kilograms. My second pregnancy, I had it in 2009 and I lost 9 kilograms. And all my pregnancies, I had HG at 5 weeks of gestation and it lasted up till delivery. So for my last pregnancy or the previous one in 2012, I lost 14 kilograms and I was diagnosed with Wernicke's encephalopathy at 20 weeks of gestation. And at that time, I think it was more because when I was admitted, the doctors were not well aware of Hyperemesis Gravidarum. And well, my first pregnancy was in London when I was doing my master's. So it doesn't differ between London, Malaysia, and my sister, she had her 3 pregnancies in Tokyo. So at that time, they treated me symptomatically. But at the first class ward, I couldn't stand the pungent aroma of urine and the feces from my next door neighbor in the ward, because it was a 2-bedded ward. And also after that, my husband said, okay, we went to a private hospital. I had a single room, but I had a senior obs and gynae. So at that time, actually, I was the one advising my obs and gynae and saying, I think I need TPN because I can't eat. Even sips of clear fluids will actually initiate me vomiting. So after that, I was admitted to another hospital for approximately 30 days. And at that time, I think the obs and gynae was also not really aware of Hyperemesis Gravidarum, because in Malaysia, I think the awareness is minimal and they always treat symptomatically. When I was admitted at the government hospital, it was at the hospital where I was working. So I was able to consult with my colleagues. But at the private hospital, I was treated symptomatically. So when I was discharged and had a review appointment, at that time, my husband saw that I was already lethargic and I wasn't confused at the time because he actually said, okay, we'll go to the government hospital. So I remembered we were driving towards the government hospital, but lo and behold, I woke up and actually I found myself waking up at a hospital bed. I remembered I was they were asking me questions at the emergency department, but after that, I was in the ward. My husband actually told the neurologist that I had a bout of confusion and I couldn't even recognize him at that time. And during my second child, I was on IV drips. However, the IV drips were usually is in between patients because, I mean, we can't, let me see, we can't actually stop work because, well, that's our work, that's our primary service. And in my third pregnancy, it was quite bad because I was admitted for approximately 7 months until delivery. And to top it all up, I had placenta previa type 2 posterior. So I was warded and bed bound for 7 months. And I think I had 2 weeks or 4 weeks at home, but I remembered that my best friend was a pail and my mom actually put plastic wraps inside the pail so that I wouldn't run to the toilet. because my mom and my mother-in-law were my great supporters, also my dad and my father-in-law. And my husband actually, he also is, well, he consulted with his friends and he knows how to do the IV drip for me. So that's why it's all a family support. Work support is great, but because I'm a oil surgeon, so it has its feedback. And when I came back to work after my confinement period, my gait was still imbalanced. However, my physician already stated that I was neurologically competent, didn't have any lacking, but I had power and muscle tone was minimal. So my fine motor skills were affected. And because I'm in dentistry or surgery, that was a really major effect to me. I think I remembered 40 days, approximately less than 2 months after delivery, my husband and I had to go to the bank. Of course, I was using the walking frame at that time. And even when they asked me to sign my name, I could barely hold the pen. My hands were all in tremors and shaky. And at that time, number one, I felt really frustrated, and I was like, I think I had a emotional outburst. I said, "Do you know, I'm a surgeon." So in the end, I guess for being a HG with Wernicke's encephalopathy, we actually have to chill and we need to be referred to the necessary supportive care and also treatment. I started physiotherapy actually 40 days after my third pregnancy, but it was quite a major journey, because even to try and attempt to stand up or sit up without assistance, it ached me in the heart too, but actually it was like trying to climb a mountain. And because of Wernicke's encephalopathy, there will be residual symptoms. So my residual symptoms, because at that time I had ataxia and I had nystagmus, vertical and horizontal nystagmus. So yes, after the delivery of my daughter, I had multiple visits to neurologists, ophthalmologists, and also a rehab physician. So it took about 3 years to 4 years to actually be where I am now, able to perform surgeries competently. However, of course, I have limitations. So I'm very lucky, and I appreciate that I am in a department where we help each other out. And also there will be colleagues that, they do not actually look down at you because you had Wernicke's encephalopathy. But, well, I do not say it out loud to people that I had Wernicke's encephalopathy, because as a clinician, people will, some people, they have negative and they might look down. And, the impact is actually you are treating patients and some patients might not trust you. So it has been to be able to be here and also to be educating future dentists. It's not easy. And I know, because when you see a junior dentist, the first time they want to give an injection in people's mouth, the hand will tremor and the heartbeats will be really hard or really, haywire. So yes, Dr. Intan, Wernicke's encephalopathy survivor will be the one holding the hands while they are performing their first injections in people's mouth. So I appreciate my journey, because I think, God wants me to understand that I've been doing things just as it is. I've been working for 10 years in oral surgery. So I think God just wants me to reflect on myself, and maybe for me to be more humble. But actually, just recently, I just met a few family members that I haven't met for about 3 years, you know, because they're in different states. They actually remembered me with my walking stick, because I had the walking stick up to 3 to 4 years postpartum. But mind you, in 2017, 4 years after my delivery, I actually conquered the Great Wall of China, and I actually went down by toboggan.